Economic activities. In this video, I am going to explain what is economic activity, what is non-economic activity. I'll also explain how much marks does this question carry. So let us start with the question. Explain economic and non-economic activities with examples. This can come for 2 or 4 marks, not more than that, correct? So, whenever the question comes in the exams, we expect you to draw this chart: human activities, economic and non economic. Now, let us understand what is human activity first. Any activity which is done by a human is called as human activity. For example, somebody is working, somebody is doing business, you might be cooking, maybe Snapchat, Instagram, or some boy might be playing PUBG. You might be chatting with your friends, gymming, walking, dancing, playing, working. I hope you understand. So, any activity which a human being performs is called as human activity. Human activities that a human being performs can be divided into economic activities and non-economic activities, correct? Now, when we talk about economic activity, any activity which is performed with the intention to earn money is called as economic activity. Now, what are the activities which will help you to earn the income? For example, there is a grocery store, kirana shop जिसको बोलते हैं. There is a medical store. There is Reliance Company, Maruti Udyog Limited. A doctor is treating his patients. A chartered accountant is advising his clients. A person is working in a college. A teacher is working in a college. So, such activities in which there is an earning potential or the activities which are done to earn money are called as economic activities. Clear? Now, non-economic activities are most of the things that students do, time pass, wherein you don't earn money. Example, Snapchat is one, Instagram is second, chatting with your friends, YouTube. Now, understand, if you are surfing through the net or doing listening to songs in YouTube or watching a movie in YouTube, you are not earning anything. But if I'm a YouTuber, I've got my channel. So if that activity is done to earn money, the same activity becomes economic for somebody. I hope you have heard that Cristiano Ronaldo gets 5 crore plus for each Instagram post. That's his economic activity. But once you post something, do you get any money? That is for hobby. That becomes non-economic activity. Now there's an electrician. He comes to your house. That is, he charges you. That's an economic activity. But the same electrician who does electrical work in his house, that's a non-economic activity. Take the example of teacher. Your teacher teaching in school is a economic. She is being paid by the school or the college. But the same teacher teaches her child. That's a non-economic activity. Take the example of doctor. Doctor charging his patients is a same doctor treating his family members for free. That is non-economic. I hope you understand this concept. So you can draw this extra, that is types of economic activity. Correct? I hope you understand. You want to see the slide? I'll just show you the slide. This one, this slide, it is coming. The top slide, it is there in the notes. It is okay. You can see in the notes, right? Correct? So, types of economic activity. Now, how many types of economic activity are there? Three. Which are the three activities? First is business, second is profession, third is employment. Correct? So there are three activities: business, profession, and employment. Let us analyze each of these three activities. Correct? Now, first of all, when we say When we use the term business, these days, instead of business, the word startup is happening, or enterprise, or organization, or entrepreneurship. But in simple language, business is divided into two parts. First is objective is profit, correct? When we talk about business, we talk about two things. The industry which converts raw material into finished goods. For example, Maruti buys tire and engine stuff and converts into a car. That is what industry. And you require transportation to deliver it to the customers, so we call it commerce. So industry gets the goods manufactured, commerce distributes these goods to the customers or the consumers or buyers also. So I hope you understand, when we talk about economic activity, it is divided into three parts: business, profession, and employment. Correct? When we talk about business, the manufacturing part of business is called industry. The distribution part of business is called commerce. Clear with this part? Take the example of industry once again. Anything you would like to add? Industry, raw material is converted into steel. Iron ore, I think, is converted into steel. Or the best example, a piece of wood is converted into furniture. That is industry. But that is in the factory. Maruti factory is in Gurgaon. For the goods, for the car to be coming to your location requires what? Transportation. Now you will pay by check. That is banking. Without insurance, they will never give you the car. So insurance comes in. The car will be kept in a godown. So there's warehousing, right? So commerce, what is the job of commerce? To get the goods distributed by the industry, yeah, produced by the industry to the ultimate customer. Correct? What is profession? Now, number one, profession implies a professional qualification where a person has a specific qualification of a special and expert nature. For example, I'll give you three examples. Chartered accountant has knowledge of accounts, okay, and it is of practical nature also. He has had 3 years of articleship. A chartered accountant has to do. Doctor, there are how many chartered accountants in India? 2,50,000 plus chartered accountants in India. What does a doctor do? So how is a professional? He has gotten a professional degree, MBBS, and he has also gotten the certificate from the certificate of practice from the Medical Council of India. So a professional requires personal skill of a special and expert nature. Of course, this requires qualification and experience. Do you agree? And he recovers professional fees from the clients. What is employment? When a person works for somebody else, we call that as an employment. A teacher is teaching in a college. There is a master servant relationship. A teacher gets paid in the form of salary, and the employer is a Pravashi school, and the employer is Pravashi. The employee is a teacher, which requires qualification. Correct. So these are the three things: business, profession, and employment. Now, when we come to commerce, I hope you understand commerce is the distribution part of the industry. Commerce gets the goods distributed to the ultimate consumers. When we talk about commerce, commerce is divided into trade and aids to trade, correct? What is the job of trade? Buying and selling. Against what? Money. But when you buy a car, you have to pay, you might pay by check, that is banking. The seller keeps the car in warehouse, that's a warehouse. He has to advertise. There's a finance which is required. There is transportation. So I hope you understand that for the commerce to distribute the goods or get the goods distributed to the customer requires two things. First, there must be a transaction between two parties buying and selling, and then those activities which support trade are called as aids to trade or auxiliaries to trade, which include banking, transportation, warehousing, advertising, finance, marketing, which major agents rank those. So this was the concept of business ka variety. You can also draw the chart here, it's not a problem. But if it is of only 2 or 4 marks, these two charts will be sufficient. Correct? Non-economic activities, so watching television, going to a temple, engaging sports activities, but not the IPL, where the cricketers earn. Yahan pe you are just spending, correct? And gardening, all such activities are non-economic activities. Now let us come to we'll revise this question again. Where did we start? We started with human activities. What are the human activities? The activities which are performed by humans are called as human activities. It is divided into two parts. The two parts are economic activities and non-economic activities. So what are economic activities? The activities which are done to earn money are called as economic activities. And non-economic activities, the activities which are not performed to earn money are called as non-economic activities. Now, types of economic activities, there are three types. कौन से? Business, profession, and employment. When we talk about business, the objective should be profit. So, business, first of all, contains industry, which is the manufacturing conversion of raw material to finished product. Example, wood is converted into furniture, but that needs to be distributed to the customer. So, who does the job? Commerce. Commerce is the distribution part of or the marketing part of industry. How does commerce gets the goods delivered to the customer? By trade and aids to trade. What is trade? Buying and selling. Against what? Money. And what is aids to trade? All those activities which help in the smooth functioning of trade are called as aids to trade. Correct? Now, what is profession? Profession requires personal skills of a special and expert nature requiring qualification and practical experience. The businessman earns profit. The professional earns fees. While employment, when a person works for somebody else, we call that as an employment. Is this concept clear? So we have finished economic activity and non-economic activity along with the types. Okay, the first question.